Hello class, hope you are doing well. So today I want to deal with national goals of education, and before we go ahead, I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Judith Maseno. Follow me, subscribe, like, share, and even drop your comment, and I'll be glad to hear from you. So let's go direct to national goals of education. And we have 8 goals of education. These 8 goals of education go in order. Number 1 takes position 1. The second goal takes position 2. And there is no way you can take the second goal to position 1. So you must note that. It's very important that you understand every goal and its position. You may even get a question that asks you to give activities that you can engage learners in as you foster goal number 2. So you need to understand what goal number 2 is. So goal number 1 is to foster nationalism, patriotism, and promote unity. Hope we are together. Yes? Are we okay? Okay, we continue. So goal number 1, I've said, is to foster nationalism, patriotism, and promote unity. And this goal enables Kenyans, regardless of their ethnic groups, regardless of the races, regardless of the regions. We need not to get divided by these differences. We need to live and interact as Kenyans. It is very paramount that education should help people acquire a sense of nationhood by bringing about awareness and doing away with the conflicts and promote positive attitude and mutual respect, which enable people live together in harmony. So as an ECD teacher, you need to come up with activities that will enable young children realize this goal number 1. 1, you can teach children about the national flag, that is our Kenyan flag, the colors the flag has, and the significance of those colors. Let children understand about the national anthem. Teach them the national anthem. Let them sing the national anthem, and let them understand the words. 2, let children understand how we hoist our national flag. We stand attention, why we need to do so. Let children also tell stories. You can tell them stories about our country. You can teach them songs, recite poems, teach them the royalty pledge. And it's very important that a teacher organizes for field trips. Let children go for excursions. Let them go to museums. They see what is happening. Goal number 2 is to promote social, economic, and technological and also industrial needs for national development. Promote social, economic, technological, and industrial needs for national development. So this goal entails 4 things: social part, economic, technological, and industrial needs for national development. So education should prepare youths of the country to play an effective role. That is, it should enable Kenya as a country produce citizens with the skills and expertise for economic growth. Education also should help learners on matters of relationships, that is, how to relate with one another. Education should provide learners with the skills necessary for industrial development as well. It should also recognize the rapid industrial and technological changes in development world. So, when we teach learners, we need to understand on how we can enable them acquire social, economic, technological, industrial need as goal number 2. So you need to come up with several activities. Let children do some activities that enhance socialization, that is interactions. Let children do some of the things that you realize they have skills in, empower them in those skills, impart knowledge in them as per the technological need and the industrial need as well. Goal number 3 is to promote individual development and self-fulfillment. Promote individual development and self-fulfillment. So education should provide opportunities for the fullest development of individual talents and personality. Children are born with unique talents. They are individual. Once you realize a child having a given talent, as a teacher, we need to develop these talents for self-fulfillment. Education also should help every child develop their potential interests and abilities. Children have different interests, children have different abilities, so we need to nurture the talents in them. And from young age, from the tender years, we need as ECD teacher to identify children's needs, children's abilities, children's interests, so that we can nurture them. You realize like most teachers do kill children's talents, and that is wrong. That is not the role of education, to kill the talents of these learners. The role of education is to nurture the talents. So it's good if we realize their talents, their abilities and interests, then we foster those abilities. In fact, that is why we have co-curricular activities for children to express their interests. Those who are interested in athletics, allow them do so. Those who are interested in games, ball games, in singing, nurture those talents. It's very important we do that. Goal number 4 is to promote moral and religious values. Promote moral and religious values. So education should provide knowledge, skills and attitudes that will enhance acquisition of sound moral values, for children to be disciplined, for them to be self-reliant, and also become integrated people. So the main of education in this goal is to let children have the values that are necessary in the community. Education does not teach things that are against the community, but foster or enhance or promote those things that are being emphasized from the community. Schools, being part of the community, need to emphasize on the same. So we need to rebuke the vices and encourage the virtues. So we have the religious values. If a child is a Muslim, let that child be taught about that religion and the values necessary. If a child is a Christian, let the child understand about Christianity and the values. It's very important we teach them about that. Mostly this goal is emphasized when we teach religious education and even social studies. So it's important that we do so. Goal number 5 is to promote social equality and responsibility. Promote social equality and responsibility. So children need to be given opportunity for collective activities and corporate social services. So these children need to be given chance to even visit those people who need their help in the community. You can organize, take these children, visit even the sick in hospitals. They can be taught on how to contribute to the needy. Let them be responsible. Another thing that you can do as a teacher is once children come to class from that young age, let them be responsible. Let them even organize for themselves their seats. Tell them to organize, tell them to plan on some of the things, tell them even to come up with some rules in the class. If they break a rule, they can say what will happen. So they be part of those rules or that rule. So allow them organize their things, allow them even put their bags in a correct place where they're supposed to put the bags. So the role of the teacher is just to observe and see if they have done it correctly. Goal number 6 is to promote respect for and the development of Kenya's rich and varied culture. Promote respect for and the development of Kenya's rich and varied culture. So, children should be able to understand their past and present cultures, and they should be able to accept changes in order to build a stable and modern society. So these children should understand about what used to happen, what is happening, and how the changes are coming in, and we need to adjust to the changes. So we need to teach them about the culture, our culture, and also let them understand about the culture that we need to do away with and the ones that we need to embrace. So let these children understand about this and be taught about it. So you can ask these children to understand about, if they understand about their culture, they can talk about it, and then you let them understand that it is important that we respect the culture of other people and also the culture of ours. So they need to appreciate other people's culture. If children are of different, most probably they'll be of different communities in a class. When a given community is expressing, maybe they're singing a song, they're doing an activity, let the rest appreciate it. They can join, they can do it together. Is very important to understand. We have several cultures and we need to appreciate this culture and respect them. Goal number 7 is to promote international consciousness and foster positive attitude towards other nations. Promote international consciousness and foster positive attitude towards other nations. So since Kenya is part of international community, education should make children understand and adhere to all obligations on the membership. Children need to understand that Kenya is just part of the international community. Not all the world is about Kenya. We have other countries, the countries that benefit Kenya. Kenya also benefit out of it. We do import things, we do export things. So they need to understand about what we get from other countries and what we give other countries. So there is that interdependence amongst the countries, and they need to understand we have other countries, they have their president, is very important. Let them even appreciate things like having a birth certificate. When you talk about it, you will let them understand that that is one of the things that makes them members or acquire membership in Kenya. And we know that in order for one to have an ID, that is an identification card, a person should be of 18 years. So they need to understand about these things. Then lastly, goal number 8 is to promote positive attitudes, good health, and environmental protection. Promote positive attitude, good health, and environmental protection. So in this goal, children should understand and appreciate the need for healthy environment in order to avoid all the activities that will lead to physical or mental ill health. Let children understand on how they can take care of the environment. Let children know how to take care of their health. It's very important that us as teachers, we be role models, because children observe and then they try to imitate. So we need to behave in a way that children can learn good attitudes or positive attitudes towards, especially in relation to good health and environmental protection. For example, if it is about litter, once you see litters around, try to collect. They learn from you. Let them understand that litter should be put in a dustbin, not everywhere that should be littered. So let them understand that it's very important that we keep our environment clean. You can teach them about washing their hands after toilet, cutting their fingernails short, taking care of their personal belongings like handkerchiefs, trying to blow from the early years. Teach them on how they can blow on their own. It's very important that they learn about good health. So my learners, I'm happy Let's meet next session, and we shall pick on the comparison between national goals of education and the general objectives for ECD teacher training. So here we shall look at the teacher training in general, the objectives for teacher training, and how they are related to these national goals of education. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep following, leave your comment as well, and we will grow together. Let's meet next time. Thank you so much.